Ok, los complementos directos e indirectos, parte 2. Estamos en Navegando 2, capítulo 1b, la página 38. Please open los apuntes de Español 2 to the first blank Cornell Notes page, and let's begin the notes over part 2 of direct and indirect object pronouns. Remember, you can find this on page 38 in your textbook if you need extra information. Okay, el uso de dos complementos en una frase. So sometimes we're going to use direct and indirect object pronouns together in one sentence. We do this all the time in English. It comes really naturally to us. And now we're going to learn how to do it in Spanish. So, Manuel gave me the present, or the format we've been seeing this type of sentence in is Manuel gave the present to me. So, if we wanted to swap it out with pronouns, we would say Manuel gave me it, or Manuel gave it to me. You could say it either way in English. So, el uso de los complementos en una frase. It's using two objects in one sentence. When this happens, both object pronouns must go before the conjugated verb in the sentence. Okay, so we already know that direct object pronouns come before the conjugated verb, and indirect object pronouns come before the conjugated verb. When they both go in the same sentence, they still both go in front of the conjugated verb. The indirect object pronoun is always going to come in front of the direct object pronoun. So for example, this might even be an easier way to remember this. Manuel gave it to me. What did Manuel give me? He gave me it. That makes this it, or the lo, our direct object pronoun, and it's going to go directly in front of the conjugated verb. And then the to me, or the may part, goes in front of that. So direct object goes directly in front of the verb. Okay, Carmen me prestó los zapatos means Carmen lent me the shoes. We want to say Carmen lent them to me. Carmen me los prestó. We need los because zapatos is masculine and plural. And the los is going to come directly in front of presto because it's our direct object pronoun. Me goes in front of that. It's the indirect object. Okay, la profesora te explicó el problema. The professor explained it to you, or explained the problem to you. El problema is masculine and singular, even though it ends in an A. It still has the definite article el in front of it, so that tells us for sure that it's masculine. So we need to swap it out with the word lo. That's the it we need. So we have la profesora te lo explicó. Remember, we said when we have a direct object pronoun, it goes directly in front of the verb. So that's why the lo goes right in front of explicó. Alright. Más el uso de los complementos en una frase. When there are two third-person pronouns next to each other, as in they both start with the letter L, you must change the indirect object pronoun, which is the lay or the lace, to the word say. Mom cooks it for him. This is our example sentence. It says, mi mamá lee la cocina, and it becomes, we have to swap out that lay because you can't lay la in Spanish, so mi mamá se la cocina. Okay, instead of mi mamá lee la, it's mi mamá se la. Again, anytime there's an irregularity or spelling change, things like that, it's because it sounds weird to say something in its original form. So lela sounds silly, so we change it to se la. Okay, and again, why? Because you can't lay low or lay la in Spanish. So that's the little memory trick we're going to use to remind ourselves to change it to say. Okay, unos ejemplos. Now it is your turn. I want you to swap out these direct objects with the direct object pronoun, and then practice putting them in the right place, swapping out your lays and las and stuff for the right pronouns. So go ahead and pause the video, take however much time you need to rewrite the sentences using both object pronouns, and then hit play to check your answers. Okay? Okay, primero, Carmen le prestó los zapatos. So Carmen lent the shoes to him or to her. So Carmen se los prestó. You probably had at one point lace los prestó because the indirect object, lay los. because they give you the indirect object pronoun here of lay. But again, we can't lay los in Spanish because it sounds weird, so we swap that lay out for a say. Okay. Yo les mandé un texto, so I sent them a text. We're going to run into the exact same problem here. We have to swap out un texto with the word lo because it's masculine singular. That's the it we need. But we already have lace for them in front of mandé. And we can't lace lo in Spanish either, so we have to say lo. So yo se lo mandé. I sent it to them. And last but not least, ellos nos dieron un regalo. They gave us a gift. We're going to swap out un regalo with lo because that's the it we need. It's masculine singular. It's going to go directly in front of our conjugated verb, which is dieron, and then we're going to sneak the nos back in there. So ellos nos lo dieron. It's super easy for us to say nos lo instead of lace lo or lace los or whatever else. So we don't have to swap it out for its first say. I hope this was pretty clear for you. If you have any questions, make sure that you write them down so that we can go over them in class tomorrow. Thanks.